Hi everyone, welcome to Tammy's Creative Cards and Crafts. I'm Tammy and this is series number 5 of our beginning basics, and this series is going to be on punches. And to get started on the series 5 punches, you may think, okay, punches, that's pretty basic, but there is different kinds of punches. And I'm going to show you a few different kinds and some different things that you can do with punches. I'm sure that a lot of you have punches, and we'll just go through them one by one, and maybe I might be able to show you something that you haven't seen yet. So just quickly, of course, everybody knows that you can use punches on cards, scrapbooks, any kind of like paper crafting. They're great. They end up, they're when you get punches, they're really heavy. They're, made of usually a good, I guess, metal. And they last a long time. I have a huge collection of punches. I actually really enjoy using punches kind of more than dies, because I just find them a lot easier to punch out a bunch of images like this, rather than cranking the big shot. But not everything you can find in a punch. Some intricate things you need the dies for. So dies are wonderful too, but I do love punches. So we're going to go through them. So the first of all is handheld punches. Now I'm sure we know what all what handheld punches are. So a traditional hole punch is, of course, a handheld punch. And you can get these in different sizes. We have, just regular hole punches. You can also have a crocodile. And, of course, they make punches of different size holes. And you can even get like hole punches in different size holes. So these are handheld. I'm just new to this one here. I'm still actually learning how to use this tool. I've only used it a couple times. However, for what I have used, it's been fantastic. Of course, everybody's a pro at using a hole punch. And I have a couple of these ones in different sizes of the hole. But you can pick up these relatively cheap at the dollar store, and they could be used for multiple projects. Now, a standard punch, they come in different shapes and sizes. They are very easy to use. Most of them have a lock on them, and which makes them easier for storage because you can stack them. You can, they are flat. People have, some have holders for them that you can put them on your wall. You can actually have a holder that they will stack on a rod. I've seen people have like rods on their wall, and they put them on a holder like that. I actually have a big IKEA drawer, and I'm almost into my third drawer full of punches. When I do my craft room reveal, you'll get to see all of those. But yeah, so these ones are basically, I would say standard punches, miscellaneous punches. I have flowers, leaves, you get into shapes, butterflies, different things like that. Things that you can use numerous times, like it's great to have a flower one. Shapes are fantastic. It's always great to have different kinds of circles. You can have, say for example, 1-inch circle, and then a scalloped one to go around it, and then you can layer that. So we're just going to go through, I'm just going to go through some and show you some different things that you can do with them. So, of course, with the flower one here, let's pick out this piece of paper. The flower one, as you can see, I've used this for another flower punch. So basically what you do is you make sure that when you're putting your punch in, you actually don't punch it this way because you can't see where your paper is. You flip it over so you can see exactly where your paper is going, and making sure that all of your paper is in your area where your punch is. And when you get it all covered in the area, you just press down firmly, and your shape or whatever you're punching pops out. And as you can see, that's a cute little flower there. And say for example you wanted to make, I have another one of this shape. Sometimes they get caught on the little prongs there. So here is another shape here, and you can, alternate them. You can put one behind the other one and make different types. You can curl these up. You can take little, excuse my arm here, you can take little ink. Now this is an orange, so I'm just doing this, but you can ink the edges. And just to make your little flower stand out a little bit. And you can find other ones to back that out. Now I actually have this leaf punch. Let me just grab a piece of green here. So you could punch out a couple of green leaves like this. I have a little punch here that is just a little dot. And then in the matter of a couple of seconds, we'll just put a little bit of glue on that. And some little glue on this leaf. And on this one, you've made an adorable little flower in a matter of seconds, just with a little punch or two. And you can put those on cards or what have you. So these are just basic standard punches that you can pick up. Now, if you're just starting out and you don't have any punches, what I would suggest is picking up, I think my first ones that I picked up were shapes. I picked up, I think, a circle. And so I would say maybe a 2-inch circle and then maybe a scalloped. So you would have the 2-inch and then a scalloped edge, just to show you what that is. So I'll punch out a scalloped 2-inch circle, and bear with me here, a scalloped piece. And see, you would have the scallop piece, and you could use that as a layered piece for your background. So those are great for if you're making cards. You could put a little sentiment in there. You could also make that into a flower. You could also use this as a flower. You can combine them together. You can do so many things with circles, scallops, all different kinds of punches. Another great one to pick up is an oval. This is 2 by 1 3/8. It's great for sentiments. Shapes are a great ones to pick up. Other ones to pick up that are great are bag toppers. Now, tag toppers. Now this one here makes the top of a tag. So I have to find something here now that's the right. Let me just cut a piece that is the right size. In 1 second here. So you're going to cut this to the right size. Actually, bear with me, I just have to grab my cutter. So you have a tag topper, and it will call for, I think this here is probably about 1 3/4 across. Sorry for moving the camera on you there. Okay, so we're just going to slide that in there. And so we slide it up into the slot there. And as you can see, you can make a little bookmark, a tag, and it gives you the little tab at the top to put your ribbon in. You can make these as long as you like. You can also layer them. You can put decorative flowers. You can laminate these. You can do whatever you like with those, but it gives you a nice decorative top up there. So these are tag toppers, and they're great. They're great punches as well. Now another great little punch. These ones are for the edge, like the corner of your cardstock. So if you are to want to put a decorative edge on the corner of your cardstock, you put your cardstock in there. You press down and it gives you a beautiful corner on the edge of your cardstock. Let's see if I can do the other corner. That one didn't come out quite as good because it was down farther, but it gives you the idea of how to do the corner on there. Here, let's try that again. Okay, so put this. Now, of course, your paper is going to be a lot wider when you're doing this if you're having a card. Actually, sorry, I have a card right here we can try. So we have a nice decorative, or a nice card right here. We can just put our corner in. Make sure that we have it sitting right in the corner there. And you can see that I put a nice little decorative corner on there. And then I can take and do the other corner. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you're lining up your sides with the lines on the punch. And as you're pushing down, just make sure that it doesn't come out of place. And see, it made a beautiful little corner on your card there. So that's really nice. You can see that. So those are little corner punches, and there's all kinds of different designs that you can get. So that's one other kind. Now another really cute kind is kind of a border punches, which I've done some here. See this little bird one? Isn't that sweet? And this one here. Now, some people find these intimidating because they find them tricky getting them all to go perfect along here. But I'm going to show you how it's very easy to get these to work properly. So, now we have the bird one here. Okay. So we'll grab the blue paper. Now, the trick about this is always start in the middle. Don't start at the end. Always start with your punch in the middle. Okay? And don't be alarmed with this little piece of paper up at the top here, this little line. That's nothing. You just take that off. That's harmless. So now you have your three birds, if you can see those. Just move that yellow out of the way. Okay? So on the sides of these here, and they may come folded up like that when you first see it, but these fold down. Okay? So you take your three birds here, and you'll see that they have these pictures, and the pictures run over on this side, and they run over on this side. So you decide which side that you want to continue stamping first, and you line your pictures after you do your middle part. Line your pictures to match up to that picture on the side. And if you can see this. Okay, do you see how that's lining right up there? If I can show you properly. Do you see how that's off and then it lines right up? Okay, so I'm going to line those 3 little birds up to the 3 little birds that are on the side. And once you get it lined up, you're going to punch it. And see? Then it just continues to go. And then I'm going to continue to do that. Line those 3 birds up. Make sure that it's nice and straight. And continue to go. Now I'm very close to the edge, but that's okay, because I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Continue to line those up. And cut that last one off. And that's okay if it's not a whole bird. You just wanted to make sure that it's going to continue your little trail right off to the side, which it did. And then, so now you're going this way, so you want to make sure that you line up the birds on this side. So line them up perfectly and make sure your cardstock is very snug up to the lip of the punch there. Make sure it's in the right spot and punch that down. And then go along again, make sure they're in place. And punch it down. And then the last one is make sure those are in place there and punch that down. And there is an absolute gorgeous little topper for cards, for scrapbooking. They're just beautiful little birds all on a wire. And you can put that, you can cut it off that way. It's just, that's absolutely sweet. So that's the birds. And then now the, this one is kind of like a lace, and it works the exact same way. Again, when you go to punch these, always start in the middle. That is the main problem that people make. Again, do not be worried about these little papers at the top. Again, they just tear right off. It's nothing. And start in the middle. Go up to the one side. Line up your little picture. Okay? And then put it in place. I need to use 2 hands because I don't have a lot of strength in my hands, but that's okay. And line up your picture. And there you go. And then go down the other side and line up your picture. And take your time. There's no rush. It's good to take your time because then you're making sure that it's lined up, it's nice and straight. And why do we need to rush when we're doing crafting anyways? This is your time to relax, and this is your time. So take your time, enjoy it. So there you go. A little piece there, but that's nothing. Those are just those little, they're not even really attached. They're just little wisps of little paper there. So just take those right off. They actually just brush right off. So there's a beautiful lace piece that you can use at the top of of your cards if you're doing scrapbooking or anything. And they're absolutely beautiful. So those are very, I know people in the past have been very intimidated by these punches because the one mistake they have been making is they always think that they start on the end, but it's not. You start in the middle and then make sure that you line your picture up, and it will always, always, always come out right. Okay. Now the only other one I wanted to just show you is punches that are called builder punches, and these ones are really fun and cute. So builder punches are punches that are made that it's a punch, but you actually make something with the punch. Now this one here is really sweet. You'll actually get to see what it makes when I punch everything out here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to actually be using 2 different colors. And I just want to make sure I'm not going to lose any of my little pieces here. Okay, and the other side to use for this. Now, what a builder punch is, again, is a punch that you build or put together all the pieces that are in that punch. Now, if you can see the pieces that are here, let me see if I can put that on a darker piece of cardstock so you can actually see it a little bit better. I'll build it on this. Okay, just let me grab my little glue pen here. And I'm just going to glue this together really quick. So we have our little piece here. Okay, and then we're going to glue this down. And then we have this little one. Now, if you're doing this for yourself, you're going to, of course, take a little bit more time. I'm just rushing through this just to give you the idea of what it is that this makes. I actually have made a whole Halloween scene with this punch. And it is my favorite Halloween thing that I have made. He has a little heart there. So, what it is a little owl, and actually you have to cut out a little orange beak for him. I could have straightened the vest out a little bit, but you see how he has, it's a little owl. Oops, I almost took his eye out. Ooh. There. Anyways, that is what a builder punch is. A punch that you can pop out all the little pieces and it will actually build a little character or something like that. I actually have another one here, which I'm not going to put together right now, but this one is actually a fox. But you can make it a raccoon, you can make it a squirrel, you can make all kinds of other characters out of this one here. That one's actually pretty cute. Yeah, and I will show you in my next video the Halloween picture that I made with all the characters from this punch. It is actually adorable. So in my next video, watch for that, which I'm going to be posting right after this, because I have some Happy Mail and some other things that I wanted to show, a little haul and everything. So I will show the picture that I made with that. So that is the builder punch. And again, you can get some other punches. You can get little punch packs that they come in all different sizes. There's some that come in this size, little baby ones that have all different shapes. This one's a little circle, a little cross, little, almost looks like a little puff. You can get balloons. You can have them this shape. There are so many different kinds of punches. It's really incredible of how many you can get. The only other one that I was going to show you is how you can take a regular punch and make something really cute, so easy. Like you can take this circle, punch out a circle like that, and take the oval, punch out 2 ovals, and take out the little pink and punch out 6 little pink, well, I'm going to get a lot more than 6 here, but 6 little pink dots. And then I can punch out a little, one I just put back, a little white one of these. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take this circle and glue it onto here. Just like that. And then take this one. Glue that one on there. And put a little ponytail. And then you have two. and in a matter of seconds, you made this cute little, second here, you made this cute little bunny. The back of a bunny, he looks like he's jumping in a hole. And you could actually put a little cottontail on him. I put the little punched one on there, but that just goes to show you can use all your little punches to make something really cute. What I have done is, actually I'll show you on my little page here. Do you see how I've made it with the little fence? And you see how he has the little fence and it looks like he's jumping through the fence. So, yeah. That's his a little bunny butt. But, yeah. So that is basically things on for everything that I can show you for punches. I hope that you enjoyed those, and punches can be used for so many different things. It's just basically your imagination and what you do with the punches. That's basically what it comes down to. These are really moved by your creativity, and they cut out numerous different shapes, but it's you that that really takes them and makes them what they, you know, what they're going to be. So I hope that you enjoyed this little part of the series, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit the like button, share with a friend, press the bell and select all, and you'll be notified of my next videos. And until the next part of the series, I will see you soon. I'm going to, as I said, put up the next part, another video after this, and it's going to be just a little chit chat and a bit of a haul, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. So we will talk to you soon, and God bless, and everyone stay safe. Thanks. Bye-bye.